Demons. Master Dinner Flex here, bringing you low quality content you deserve. Today, I'll be going over my actual Fire Fist deck. The only thing I had to change about it is I did a change of text, and the only card I didn't buy was Appaloosa because it didn't actually make sense to buy it, because by the time I would be allowed to play it, it would already be reprinted, so I was just like, nah, I'll wait later. But I have a substitute for it, which kind of does a similar function, and I'll show it off soon. But let's get into it. We got Triple Spirit. This is obviously the way to get into Axis 3. You need it. So that's why we play 3. And then we got Triple Leopard, Triple Rooster, and then Triple Ram. Obviously, these cards are kind of the same thing. They just get you to your Axis 3 engine. They do it in separate ways, but like I explained, you need all these cards. And Ram is like the best one to open if you're going into Axis 3 like that, because it has probably some of the strongest combos. Then I did something different. Instead of playing a whole bunch of hand traps, I just cut almost all the hand traps to play more Axis 4 stuff. So we got 3 Dragon, 2 Bear, 1 Gorilla, 1 Buffalo, 1 Elephant, and 1 Wolf Park. Now, like, the 3rd Dragon and everything else except the Buffalo was a hand trap. But something I've noticed this format is the decks you want hand traps against don't matter. And what I mean by that is like Adamanticators can like play through all your hand traps. So you can open a 5-card hand of hand traps and they can play through it. It was actually so bad to the point where I just decided you're better off just trying to win the dice roll than you are trying to hand trap your opponent. Because if you're under the impression that 15 hand traps is an optimal number, it clearly isn't. Because they can just play through so many hand traps that it doesn't even matter that you hand trap them. You're better off just making your deck more consistent for when you go first than you are trying to hand trap them. Like, if you have the room for all those hand traps, that's good. But this deck doesn't really have that much room for hand traps, so I was getting really tired of drawing hand traps and no combo. But what these cards allow you to do is they let you play without seeing Spirit, which is huge. That's like the only problem with Axis 3 is if you don't see Spirit, you really just can't play. But if you have these cards in deck, you can effectively play without it. So that's really good, and that's why I played these. And then for only hand trap I do play is Triple Ash Blossom. You can search it. You can make it. You can use it to make Horse Prince. You can do so much stuff with this card, which is why it's the only hand trap in here. Then for the spells, Triple Tenki, obvious. Triple Tensu, also obvious. 1 Yoko, so you have an out to Mystic Mine. 1 Dome for the combo. 1 Laying Peak for some combos. And that's it for the fire formation spells. Triple Rekindling. You probably can't see it. Yeah, it's dual terminal. These were kind of weird to find, but it was really cool to see that they were still around. 1 Foolish Burial. 1 Monster Reborn. For the last 2 cards, they're traps. And it's Tensen and Sinto. Now for the extra deck, like I said, the only thing I don't have is Appaloosa, but it makes sense not to buy it during this time. So 2 Eagle, 1 Lion Emperor, 1 Tiger King, 1 Cardinal, 1 Horse Prince, and 1 Peacock. Peacock is actually really good because of the Beast Warrior attack restriction that Spirit has. It actually just artificially makes it really good. But it's also just really good because it's like a good way to take Golden Lord randomly, so that's kind of funny. Beast Dweller, Dagaris, aka Douglas for the combo. Almirage, Fibrax, Unicorn. This is a substitute for Appaloosa I was talking about. You can make it the same way, but not only can you make it the same way, you never give your opponent arrow. You never give your opponent arrows, and that's actually really strong. So that's kind of cool. And it doesn't activate. So that means like against Adamantimators, they can't like guardian its effect away. No, they're kind of just stuck, and they can't do very much under Griffin. So they got to be very careful with it. Then the last two for the Fibrox combo is Dragite and Quandrax, I think it is. Quandrax. Now, the reason I play this over Borreload Savage is because only one combo allows Borreload Savage to be live, but the other two combos that are Axis 3 will not allow Borreload Savage to be live with this. So it'll just be a Blue Eyes White Dragon, but every time you make this, it's always its negate, even if it isn't an Omni negate. But yep, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Sorry about the shaky camera, but didn't get a camera stand. But that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. And remember, Master Dinnerflax will take your soul.